Don't tell you twice. I'm real discreet. The thief in the night. Yeah. If I call you, I know it's okay. I know it's true. I know it's fine. I'll tell you twice. I'm real discreet. The thief in the night. Thief in the night. If I call you, I know it's okay. I know it's true. I know it's fine. I'll tell you twice.
All these people always lie about something. I'm sorry, I'm so fly, so what? All these people always lie about something. So I say that. Yeah. For the fame ain't changed shit with mine. All these people always lie about something. Sorry, I'm so fly, so what? All these people always lie about something. So I say that.
All right. YouTube. What's the big old deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. Welcome to the Nina Boy Show, man. And I don't know about y'all, man, but I learned from other people's mistakes. I learned from how they get down, man. I'm a student of life, gang. And what I'm watching, man, is like, man, we playing into these folks' hand, man. You feel me? And it's like, it's raining. And we getting hit with the rain the most. Because when we look at what's going on, man, right? Social media is not real life. You see what I'm saying? It's an intertwine right there. You smell what I'm selling? Where we got a lot of people who really believe that social media is real life. I don't care how you paint that picture. It's too many people putting paint where it ain't. You smell what I'm selling? And I'm just sitting back and I'm like, man, hey man, we throwing ourselves over the bridge, man. And we doing it to ourselves. I'm talking about all of us. I'm taking accountability. Catch this game, homie. We throwing ourselves to the wolves, man. You feel me? We pushing that dude over that fence so them gorillas could get up on him. You see what I'm saying? Nobody, I don't care how tough y'all is out here, man. Everybody need a team, homie. Everybody needs somebody. You see what I'm saying? Cause let me tell you something. And I want y'all to always remember Nina Boy said this shit from the bottom of my heart, right? If you can't be used, you useless. We got to stop making excuses about, people using it. Everybody needs to use everybody. Because if you can't be used, you're useless, homie. Let's stop. Let's make sure that we clear. So they hit me. They like, Nina Boy, man, everybody talking about Big U coming home. He's returning home for his son's funeral. You smelling what I'm selling? And it's a lot of stuff going on. But catch this game, though, right? Only God could do something like that. Only God could do something like that. How many people you know that set up in them feds fighting their case? They got action on getting a furlough to come home to bury their loved ones. Not too many people could do that. So let's get to the content. Let's see what Double R talking about. I think it's an EB reaction, an Eddie Boy reaction content. So let's get to it, man. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real over here, man. So let's get it. Let's go.
You might forget some of the homeboys that you was locked up with. You might even forget some of the female staff that used to come to work. And I know a whole lot of female staff that used to come to work, and they used to give me that eye like they want to give me a try, man. Yeah, but it's a few things, man, that you won't forget. And some of those things will be a passing. For instance, I was in juvenile hall, man, and the staff came to my door, gave me a phone call. I'm thinking like, oh yeah, man, it's cool, man, because you had to use that pay phone. And then the dudes who used to clean up, they was like porters. They used to get to use the free phone. You know, we juvenile hall, we kids. So I'm thinking like, yeah, man, I got a call, man. I feel to go call one of my little young hood rats. But man, it was a call. They told me specifically to call my mother. When I called my mother, man, she gave me the news that my grandma passed away, and that was the first time I I felt, you know what I'm saying, a heartbreak, man. You'll never, ever forget that. And those things right there make you think as time go by, like, man, if I would have just been doing what I was supposed to do, not living that life, man, I would have been free when this stuff happened. Another phone call, man, I was locked up in Ironwood State Prison. And I just had a squabble that day. And I went back to my cell, man, and I got another phone call. I had to report to the program office. I'm thinking it's because the squabble that I had earlier that day in the kitchen. But it was Captain Howell, man. He was the captain at the prison. And he was a cool dude, Rastafarian dude, smoked that bud, all that, man. And he gave me that phone call, and I got that call that my brother passed away, man. And man, them calls like that, man. I tell you, it's no pain that you can feel when you incarcerated. Another time, my auntie passed away. I got that call like a month to being released, man. I lost a cousin. I lost a lot of family members being incarcerated, but I never got a chance to go to the funerals. I've never got a chance to go to a funeral for some reason.
Shout out to everybody that's in the audience, man. Salute to everybody. I don't really get a chance to watch the comment section. That's why I got moderators in place for that. Shout out to all the mods, man. Make sure if y'all hear anybody that's been disrespectful, do not let it sit in the comment section. That's something I shouldn't have to tell nobody. If you got a ranch and they jumping out their body, put them in timeout. And if you know me and you know if they overstepping, get them out of here. We ain't playing no games, man. Today is like one of those serious reactions. I appreciate Brother Rock for sharing his story. You know, a heartfelt story. You got to understand something, homie. It ain't no, I don't believe that every nigga is so tough out here where you can't express or address moments where you went through some type of adversity. This right here, man, I appreciate Rock for even sharing that experience. This is something about Rock nobody knows about. He shared it with y'all. I don't want to hear nobody disrespecting him in the comment sections. I want niggas to really support this because right now we're looking at a game changer here, homie. It's not too many people like me, Rock, and a lot of other fellas that be keeping it real on here. If you watch the content, it's all about who knocking somebody out, who's killing what, and that shit is playing a toll on a lot of people's on their top. You cannot be on this internet 24/7 and portray to be a hard dude because when you lose somebody, it's gonna crack some of them vessels inside that chest plate, man. So I appreciate you, Rock, for sharing your story, man. Let's get it.
I didn't get that type of action, man. So yeah, man, we're gonna get to Eddie Boy page, man. Eddie Boy got a clipping up, man, that say Big U have been given permission to attend Baby U's funeral, which is his son. That's a good thing, man. Now, I don't know what that man is feeling up in there. I don't know what his family is feeling up in there. I know a lot of people ran content on this, man. But we're going to get to Eddie Boy page and see what he got to say. He have a similar story as well, man. But before we do that, y'all already know the routine, man. Y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get to the content. All right, man. Let's get to Eddie Boy page and see what's going on, man. Let's go.
Assalamu alaikum, people. Well, who say things can't happen? Who say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can't make things happen? And I think the brother Big U should be grateful that they're letting him go to his son's funeral.
Exactly. Definitely got to be grateful, man. Got to be grateful because a lot of people didn't get to make them funeral. I know I didn't. I don't know why, but I couldn't make it. They wouldn't let me go. You know, I don't know if my folks wanted me to see that and they told me anything just to keep me from asking them. Maybe, you know, they didn't want me to see that, you know, go back and, you know, mess mine off. I was younger, but you're a little older, so you probably could deal with this a little different than I probably would have. You know, I probably would have came back and caught a license, man, just because you emotional. You're going to be in your emotions. Somebody say the wrong thing, trigger you, you liable to, you know, run some still up in him, man. Let's get back to this.
And, you know, it's always a alhamdulillah for that. And the reason I say that is because is that when you lose somebody behind them walls, especially a child, a brother or something like that, You guys don't know how that shit feel, man. That hit different.
Cold.
And I'm gonna tell you why it hit different. My little brother, may Allah be pleased with that brother. May Allah grant that man the Jannah. I caught my case in 1991, in December 26, 1991, and my little brother was living with me. My baby brother was living with me. He was living nowhere near the section or anything like that. But when I got caught up, he had to move back over there with moms over there on 10th Avenue. So my little brother was at work at Quick and Split over there on Crenshaw and Slauson, right there where Nip got killed at. My brother got killed right there in that same parking lot. It seemed like the same exact spot. And that shit ate at me so much because I figured that if I would have never left, he would have never been over there.
All right. Now, y'all heard what he just said. He said, if I would have never left, my folks wouldn't have been over there. This happened to a lot of us when we go to these jailhouses and we leave our loved ones behind, especially our little brothers and, your kids and stuff like that. You leave them out here for everybody to get a hold, for the world to get a hold to them. Maybe your influence or your presence being around them could save them. Your guidance could save him. Hey, man, don't go over there, man. It's cracking over there. He might didn't have that intel that he had like his brother had. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
yeah, let me chime in on that, right? Hey, catch this game, homie. I know it's a lot of single mothers out there too, right? But catch this though. Them streets will become your son daddy. I don't care how you paint that picture. Y'all gotta understand something. It's how James Brown said it's a man's world, right? Just imagine a child stepping into these communities where primarily the gang members are predominantly grown, right? And you out there, your mama at work, your daddy probably out there banging with you, or he's not in the picture. Who you think is going to raise that child? Who you think is going to mold that child's mental, his conditions? Your hood is going to do it. So let's be clear. Like I remember, growing up, and the thing was I used to see older men, picking up girls from the high schools. You know what I'm saying? And I was one of them players where I'm like, well, shit, he ain't gonna like no little girl that don't have no experience. So I'm like, you may as well try with me. You know what I'm saying? You may as well get your experience with me. So, that nigga, he might touch you and leave you alone. But it never dawned on me that was wrong when I used to see these dudes in Camaros and Tahoe trucks. And I'm like, you only you 17. You talking about, I don't like no little boy. I need a man. Oh, get your nail hair. We was all kids. When you get older, you realize like, damn, even in just gang culture, like shit, we couldn't go buy liquor as kids, but we sure was getting our drink on. You smelling what I'm selling? Was always somebody that was buying us liquor, cigarettes, giving us guns, watching these dudes pick up. I'm talking about, I went to so many high schools and I would see grown men picking up these beautiful young girls, and it was a norm. You understand what I'm saying? So the way we was brought up, man, I still have vivid images of a lot of see what we all deal with is called untreated trauma. And see what y'all don't see. This is why I say, and I'm gonna deviate from that because I don't do the story time. But if y'all want me to do a story time, leave it in the comment section at the video over. I'll give y'all some cold story time. But the older you get, the more you realize you don't got time for no BS. You know what I'm saying? The older you get, the quieter you become. You see what I'm saying? Life is so much better when you spend more time by yourself than hanging with so many people, because you got to realize, you not going to betray yourself. You know what I'm saying? The best thing about getting, on your feet is knowing who never to walk with ever again. Appreciate the super sticker. Appreciate you. All right. You know what I'm saying? That's big man over there. Salute, salute, salute. Appreciate you. The best thing about getting on your feet is learning who not to walk with again. You know what I'm saying? Because when we're looking at what's going on in life, everybody is just super hard. I've never seen a group of hard people where you can't, and especially on social media, if you like, dang, man, I just lost my dog. If you telling a woman that it's giving sassy and they snapping their two fingers saying, clock it. It's so much crazy stuff going on in the world where, let me tell you something. When it comes to the YNs and all the OGs, I just want to remind y'all, we go get back to the content. The streets is hot as hell right now. Them sales is cold. Look what we're in winter. You see what I'm saying? Them streets is hot. Them sales is cold. And that grave is dark. So make sure you make your next move, your best move, homie, because when you die, ain't nobody coming back to that funeral. I just want to put that out there, FYI, for all the real ones, the killers, the drug dealers, and all that. Because right now, you got a very small selection of real dudes that came through the struggle, through the streets, that get on this internet and keep it real with y'all, no matter what it is. And it take a lot. So I want to commend Brother Rock for telling, that right there, because that's showing vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real story. So y'all make sure y'all recognize that shit, gang. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Saying when it's hot in the hood, hey, don't go over there right now. It's kind of hot. Somebody just got laid down last night. You don't want to be in that section. Losing your brother when you locked up. Like I said, I lost my younger brother when I was incarcerated. And man, that was a cold, cold feeling. And, it was told to me that, I heard that little bro had got his size up and he was, doing his thing. He, what we young dudes do. And, man, he got into a wild shootout, man. And, yeah, man, he caught the bad end of the stick. But I got that phone call when I was incarcerated. If I wouldn't have been incarcerated at that time, who know what my mind frame would have been like, what I would have done, So everything happened for a reason, man. One thing for sure, two things for certain. We all got to leave here one day, man. Let's get back to this.
Because, I was living in Westchester at that time. He was going to Westchester High School and stuff like that. So my point being is this. You guys can't even fathom how that stuff feels. I can't even fathom that either, especially losing a child, but I can fathom losing a loved one, and I wasn't privy to going to the funeral. But they finna let the brother Big U out. He has stipulations on his case. Yes, I do have the paperwork. You know me, I have the work. He cannot have no interaction with none of his co-defendants, have no interaction with no potential witnesses or anything like that, but he get to see his family.
That's the most important part. Get to see your family. I wouldn't want to talk to nobody. I wouldn't talk to nobody unless it's my mom or, close family like that. I'm going here to pay my respect to my kid.
Let me just say this, right? The cold part about that is processing the information. Now, he has catch this game, though. You got to mourn your son, right? You still got to have on the top of your top that it's going to be a lot of dudes that's at your son's funeral that might be potentially telling on you. Do you understand the mental that you got to face? Because I don't care who you are. You're going to think like, damn, nigga, I got to bury my son. And I got to scan the room to make sure which one of these suckers, these boosie partners or compadres, comrades might be getting ready to get on that stand. That is a lot of stress. So let me tell y'all something. Catch this game, though, homie. Stop thinking people won't do you like that. Yes, the hell they will. Yes, look, hey, y'all heard that saying? The killer always come back to the crime scene. You know how many partners that got backdoored out here on this blacktop and the killer was at the funeral? Because think about it. Baby, you murdered. That wasn't a random murder. You know what I'm saying? And let the enforcement people do their job. Let the Elroys do their job. But common sense tell you who comes out of a smoke shop and just get knocked down. Come on, gang. Like, come on, homie. You don't know. We don't know. We don't know. It's ugly. Now, I know a lot of you conspiracists could come out there and form some conspiracy and all that, but think about it. Just really think about it, because, after it expires, it's no longer good for you. When you go look in your refrigerator, check them expiration dates on that milk, on that orange juice. You know it's longer good for you. So you got to think on a higher level when you playing this game in the streets. Because, you know, I always tell people, don't hang around haters, because in the end, they go hate on you. Just imagine you hang around somebody who hating on somebody. In the end, they go hate on you. And we didn't heard that big slogan, you ain't a real 60 until you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff going on that's processing in his mind because Big U had a lot of enemies. Nobody gets to the top without creating enemies. You see what I'm saying? And any smart person would know it can't be all love and no hate. So a lot of things will process in a man's mind, and it's all on how you shelf it, how you stack it. Because I know I put myself in shoes. Something like that happen, I'm knowing the killer might be in the room. I'm knowing the person might be testifying against me, might be here. How do I keep my cool? Knowing I'm under surveillance, knowing, you know, whoever I talk to, I got to know if I can really trust them. Who can you trust in that situation? Who could Big U really trust? At this point, he didn't see everybody around him turn on him. The same dudes that smiled in his face, the same dudes that he gave jobs to. I want y'all to really start thinking, man, because I tell you, when you think on a high level, you know nobody can be trusted. Think about it. Nobody who's anybody can be trusted. Anybody can be compromised. Anybody can fold, because when you look at life, right, when it comes to gang culture, right, the only rule is to do what? You can kill people in gang culture. You can rob people in gang culture. The only taboo is to never tell on somebody. You can do all the wrong things. You can hurt an old lady. You can slap a woman, hurt a woman, allegedly, right? And then the only code is to never tell. You understand what I'm saying? And you have certain people in this world that's going to play both sides of those fences. I need y'all to catch this game. I need y'all to pick up what I'm writing down, homie, because Big U is facing something that most people that come into this community never get caught up with. See, when you get the stakes are high. Just imagine he go to the funeral, but they're not going to let him around anybody. He probably won't even get a chance to hug the coffin. He probably don't even get a chance. My projection assumption would tell me he will only be able to stand in the back somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and just watch from afar. There's going to be deputies around him to make sure he has no contact. He won't be able to hug his kids that's there. You see what I'm saying? It's a mental lockdown. I personally wouldn't even want to do that, because I don't care how tough you is. You're going to see your kids. You're going to formulate some type of feeling or emotion or whatever it is that rocks you. Because I tell you all the time, heartless is darkness. And I don't believe it's a single person on this earth that is just all dark. Because if you have kids, they gonna bring that shit out of you. I can't stand. I couldn't stand have to, put my daughter hair in a bun because it was just me at that time. You see what I'm saying? And send her to school, man. That's just stuff that you naturally have to do, right? So Big U is facing something that I think a lot of you YNs, if y'all at home, you watching me, just imagine. Put yourself in Big U shoes. Damn, nigga, everybody turned against me. The whole world is watching. The whole city is finna watch this shit. They finna watch the person who the news have broadcasted to be a mafia boss, a mafia boss. I'm talking about somebody who's committed, allegedly they're trying to convict for a murder of Rayshawn Williams, thousands and thousands of hours of wiretaps, phone calls, extortion, embezzlement, gang ties. You know what I'm saying? All of this crap. Hey, somebody couldn't even make it that far, homie. I'm telling you, the average gang banger probably wouldn't be able to make that. The adjustment. You have to adjust your mental space. I'm knowing when you're getting off there, everybody's going to be watching. Everybody is probably going to be watching him more than they focus on the funeral, because they know that shit. Big U, he's coming. Big U coming. Shit, I'm gonna tell you this right now. For some reason, somebody sent me a picture of Cowboy working out as if he's finna go to that funeral. Man, it's ugly. But I gotta say this, man. Boy, don't do it, boy. Man, shit. It's ugly. But some of y'all got y'all kids in the house right now that's watching me, knowing your son ain't like that. That nigga get up and, put on his little Pooh Shiesty mask and walk outside the house. That nigga couldn't handle what Big you going through. Some of y'all can't even handle that. It's a lot to handle because I would be thinking, what if the killer is in the room? You see what I'm saying? What if? Like, who goes and just get knocked down randomly? Come on. People are still going in and out that smoke shop. If that's the case, they'll be hitting somebody every day. So that tell you somebody who they may have known who Baby Huey was. That wasn't no accident. That wasn't a random, because that store was open from the morning time all the way to nighttime. Who just picks up, oh, we're going to come at this time? And nah, somebody knew who that boy was. And just imagine, you have to always be on reserve. What if who as in his funeral? I'm going to be scanning the room. I'm going to be looking at who, because some of his compadres go be there. You see what I'm saying? On top of that, I still got to look for who might be testifying against me. He has in his conditions, he can't watch. He can't even associate with anybody that's a known gangbanger. I'm just giving y'all synopsis scenarios because you never know when y'all might be caught up in this type of shit, man. That's why I say stop thinking people won't do you like that. Yes, the hell they would. I'm going to tell y'all there's one rule that I stand by, and I want y'all to really catch this. Rule number 1, always prepare for somebody to switch up on you. Hey, we'll leave it right there. We're going to get back to it, but always prepare for somebody to switch up on you. Anybody could be compromised when it comes time to choose for your life or their life. We're living in a society where loyalty, you got to pay for that if you want that. And that's game on game. Let's get back to the content. Double R, keep doing your thing. EB, I see you, brother. Let's go.
Everybody else, I really don't, got no rap for, especially if y'all calling yourselves street members, and y'all know the rest. I don't have to even go there, but I wouldn't want to speak to nobody but my immediate family, man. What do y'all think? Anybody in my comment section, have you been incarcerated and lost a family member? How did that affect you? How did you feel? Because I don't think being incarcerated and losing a family member on the streets, it's the pain is still pain. And I don't think it's any difference when you lose a loved one. When you lose a loved one, I think it's the same as if you was on the streets or if you was in jail. A death is a death. But being up in there, you feel it some more because you haven't seen your folks in a while. You incarcerated, especially if they haven't seen you. So the people on the streets that's seeing that family member every day, they gonna feel different than maybe how you would feel because you probably seen them 5 years ago when you got locked up. Them family members on the streets see this individual every single day. You see what I'm saying? So let's get back to this though.
And basically, a lot of other individuals he can see, and dudes who haven't seen him, it's always a alhamdulillah for that the brother man get to go see his family, the son sent off in a proper manner. And like I said, man, it's like I tell dudes all the time, man, the children doesn't have nothing to do with the sins of the parents. And I hope everybody understand that, because some dudes be acting stupid, talking stupid and all that type of stuff. And dudes be like, man, why you defending Big U, man? I'm not defending that brother like that, brother. There's a fine line. There's a demarcation line you just don't cross when you're dealing with family, bro.
Exactly. And if you feel some type of way about somebody, like they say, man, why you taking up for him? If you feel like that man what type of man walks around here harboring feelings and his emotional? You see what I'm saying? About another man and what he did. If you didn't do nothing to him, and if you go to jail right now, no, you ain't gonna do nothing to him, then why should that matter to you, man? Why should that matter to you? If you got a problem with somebody, if I have a problem with somebody, I'm going to get on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get on the phone. Hey, what's up, homie? I noticed you've been moving kind of funny. Is it a problem with us, homie? Especially we supposed to be home, boy. Like, what's the issue? Because if it's a problem, we can go ahead and knock that out the way. Right now, we ain't got to do no plan, no waiting, all that old funny ass shit, acting like you don't see me and all this so weirdo shit. Nah, nigga, let's go ahead to the back and get this on up out the way real quick. Or if it's that serious, just stay out my way, I'll stay out your way.
I'm going to keep it all the way Fendi with y'all, man. Everybody got this idea that Squabbing is the answer. Every time somebody says something that affect your feelings, you feel like you go run them. Let me tell you something. What you gotta do, you gotta have low tolerance for people. You gotta have low tolerance where you're not going for the BS no more. You see what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, man, take the risk. You got to be sick of the same shit. Take the risk of going to get the money, because everybody is out here want to only prove rich people don't fight. Broke people fight. You got to understand, we live in a society now where, women saying, I need a man that's a millionaire. Let me think about it. You think our parents was rich when they had your ass? Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? And they had babies because they figured I could get this child love. I could get this child a chance to make some of themselves and be some. Everybody got to have money. Everybody got to be the top fighter. Shit, niggas is getting too old to be fucking fighting. To me, I'm looking at it like this. Rich people don't work. They think. They figure out ways to make money and have other people work for them. You see what I'm saying? And broke people, they fight because they're not smart enough to use their minds to try to get what they really want. You got to understand something. It's a big difference between being rich and being broke. And only broke people do broke nigga shit. Like, let's keep it real, bro. No, half all this shit we talking about on the internet, think about it. Did Cowboy get paid for knocking out Lil Wicked? Hell no. Guess who got paid? Everybody who reacted to that content. Now, Cowboy is sitting somewhere in an RV trailer, drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes, listening to the past. That got to tell you something. See, niggas like me that been through all that shit, that's cool. Y'all niggas can have that gangster shit. I want my kids to be rich. I want my kids to know, damn, I spent my whole life gang banging in them streets and I left them something for it. Because only thing you can't take back is time. Big U is going to realize everything he did wrong by his son. He's got to embrace and endure and accept those things by himself. You see what I'm saying? Some people will take what they know about you and use it against you. That's just, look, catch this game though. Stop telling people everything. Stop have a low tolerance. Look, people, be careful who you talk to. Your circle should be so small that if a rumor came out, you know exactly who to go to. If you don't have that type of surrounding around you, then you are too old and immature to be playing those bullshit games. I have a low tolerance for anything that goes against what I stand on. And what most people would say is, like, prime example, I got boundaries, not just for women. I got boundaries for some of these boosie ass niggas too. Hell yeah, I got boundaries, nigga. You not gonna come tell me no fucking lie or hate on another nigga and then me thinking you won't hate on me. If you hating on another nigga to me, nah, you can't come around me, nigga. You see what I'm saying? You've been compromised already. I know if you hating on that nigga, I might think he got something going for himself. Cause I be like, damn, nigga, that nigga's grinding, that nigga hustling, he working. Yeah, I don't like what that nigga saying though, bro. Now look how he talking, bro. He think he better than somebody. Nah, you think he better than somebody. Let me tell you something. It's 2025. If you ain't realized that everybody is going to get they up and everybody got to take they downs too. Everybody is going to touch some money. I don't care if it's 1,000 to 100,000. It don't matter. What goes when you up, somebody went down. And when you down, somebody went up. It's always going to come around when you play this game of life if you focus on keep going. The only thing you can constantly do is reinvent yourself. Nigga, y'all knew Nina Boy yesterday. No, I'm a whole nother nigga today. Yeah, I know Nina. No, you don't. Yeah, today. Yeah, nah, don't call me Nina Boy today, nigga. What they call me outside of the internet is Saint. My name is Saint. So that's crazy because somebody might be like, hey, Nina Boy. But when I'm at these rich establishments and I'm meeting these new people and they call me by my nickname, hey, Saint, how you doing? All right, yeah, you see what I'm saying? And the person he might know is Saint, and somebody that I know from the hood, like, hey, Nina Boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, nigga? Go on, nigga. This millionaire over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, let me tell y'all something. I was just telling DJ Ghost, right? Me and DJ Ghost was on the phone talking. I'm like, yeah, 2026, nigga, I'm gonna go ahead and get my golf membership. Yeah, nigga, I'm getting my golf membership. I'm gonna be out there with my cigar and my champagne, nigga, and hitting those hoes. Yeah, Well, I like to hit them hoes. I like to hit them golf hoes, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what a nigga own. I can't take that back to my community where niggas is doing drive-bys and shit. Them niggas don't want to go golfing. They don't want to be talking about life insurance. They don't want to talk about getting a life insurance where you can put equity out. You can utilize it at the certain amount. Look, man, I'm talking about shit that most niggas don't be. Man, I put out a life insurance policy. You smell it when I'm selling? Like, if you don't learn nothing from Nina Boy, you can put out a life insurance policy that can guarantee your children be millionaires. And also, if you make a right decision, you can put out some equity in it and it won't sabotage it if you pay a certain type of amount or you have a certain sideline additional fee that you pay for it, and you can pull that out and start a business. It's ways, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. All these bills popping up and shit. I don't care how good I look on this camera. Them bills, let me tell y'all something though, dog. They don't care how tough you is, nigga, when you in the streets gang banging. That apartment that you stay in, they rent get paid. They want their rent. They want their rent. Or you got to get the hell up out of here. Your stripes, nigga, you knocking shit out, bro. They not gonna keep your cell phone on. They go want that motherfucking you know what I'm saying, your cell phone payment. They want that. If you can't pay that, bro, all this shit that y'all talking and popping, all this gangster shit. Oh, nigga, he was turning down fades and he was turning. Is the nigga paying bills? Is he paying his car note? Is he paying that rent? Do he pay that cell phone bill? Everything that y'all use, you got to pay for it. Guess the only thing you don't financially have to pay for is standing on somebody's block, nigga, and committing violence. Yeah, that shit is free. But when you go to jail, it costs to go to jail. You got to have money if you want to eat properly in there. You see what I'm saying? Most niggas they spoil children. You see what I'm saying, nigga? You calling home asking somebody for $25. Always got your hand out for somebody to return something to you when you made decisions on your own. You made that decision to put your trust in the wrong person, and now you caught up. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit to me is boosie, but y'all remember this. Y'all remember nothing else. Rule number 1 is always prepare for somebody to switch up on you. Let's get back to the content. I appreciate everybody that's in the live. It's a lot of y'all in here, gang. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's a lot of y'all. So I hope, you know, when y'all watch me get on this motherfucker, y'all be like, damn, you know, bro be saying some real shit. Not coming off with no gangster mentality and all that. I did that. I did that. I gave my whole life to it. You see what I'm saying? I just said when I got 40, I'm going to focus on putting out some real, see, and I know it's a lot of ethnicities in here, but, you know, we got that black magic, though, bro. We walk into your power, homie. This black magic shit I'm talking about, we got some black magic in us, and I don't think y'all utilizing that shit. This black magic that we got, man, we remarkable. We created a majority of the things that keep this country of ours, just the world, operating at a certain frequency. Yeah, nigga. And look, and it rained on us black folks the hardest. It's raining on us. And we pushing each other over the bridge, bro. We sending each other to the lions, bro. We selling our own selves out. And we got the power. Yeah, nigga, we got this black magic up in us. Nigga, we can make a struggle look good. It's somebody that's in the congregation right now that's struggling, but make it look good. Look, I'll be the first hole in my motherfucking hand. I make this shit look good. It's a beautiful story. I say I'm struggling because I'm a millionaire. I'm just short of a little money. That's it. In my mind, I'm never broke. I'm just short of some money. I don't just like some of you women don't consider y'all, you know, y'all create. I don't call myself broke. I just say I'm short of some money right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? But you know, this black magic that we got, man, walk into your power, homie. Walk into this shit. It's gonna be some lot of niggas be Nina boy talking that good shit. Nigga talk about a murder. No, I ain't gonna talk about all that. I'm gonna tell y'all, nigga, you got some magic in you. You got some power. Stop letting these folks pretend that it's all about killing, dope dealing, and gang banging. You see what I'm saying? It ain't always about that, because I don't know about y'all, but if you know me, y'all know I've been paying my own bills damn near a long time. Shit, I can't tell you the last time I depended. I went, man, shit, I remember the days a nigga used to stay with a broad and shit and get out my house. I learned that shit early. Yeah, you would never get to play me like that. I've been having my own shit for a long motherfucking time, man. So I'm more responsible when I say I get up on here. I don't got no secret agenda, no hidden flaws. Like, I really do this shit for real. You see what I'm saying? I ain't on here trying to portray to be the rich baller. No, I got my shit together though. That's why I don't get myself on here and promote just all of this superficial social media shit. Because if you spend your whole time talking about the killings and dope dealers, who paying them fucking bills? I know some of y'all ain't really winning on the internet. It's impossible. It's impossible. And we gonna see who really winning. Let's get to the content. Double R. Let's get it.
But I'm not gonna run around here and tell other homies about a homie. I niggas bitch ass thing. I ain't finna do all that. If I got a problem with you, homie, I'm gonna give you that call. Hey, what's happening? Let's go handle that, man. It seems like, first of all, is it a problem? Yeah, it's a problem, nigga. Well, cuz, let's go ahead and get that out the way. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. We ain't gotta even do all this so fakeness, but let's get that out of the way. It's a cold game out here now, man.
You know, that man has a family. That man had kids and ain't got nothing to do with everything he had going on, bro.
Right.
So, and dudes need to understand that on his highest level.
Right.
So, you know, they're letting him out. We're gonna see what goes on. We're gonna see what transpire. From Allah we come, from Allah we shall return. And on that note, brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum.
All right, man. That's Eddie Boy. Let me take y'all over here to Eddie Boy page, man. I'm pretty sure he's going to be keeping up with all this stuff. He's going to be going to the court dates when they go to trial. So you guys go over and check out his content. He definitely been keeping up on what's been going on in his section. So y'all go over there and check out Eddie Boy page, man. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. What do y'all think about this? Do y'all think that he's blessed to even be able to leave and go see his son? You know, with him having that type of ranking, you know what I'm saying, being highly respected on the streets, do you think they made the right decision? Man, let's let him out, because we don't want nothing to happen to nobody up in here. You don't know how them people think. Those people probably thinking that they thinking the worst of you. They not thinking, you know, saint up in here. They thinking the worst of you. So they hoping that you tear something up. That's what they hoping. They get that hazardous pay. They make more money.
Yeah. So, yeah, hold on. Let me get up out of there real fast, right? Shout out to Double R, man. It's a lot of, you know, you have to be emotionally intelligent to fight the fight that Big U finna fight. But let me say this to you, homie. Some roads you need to take alone. Some roads in life you really need to take alone. No friends, no family, just you and God. That's the only, hey, some roads you got to take on your own, man. Everybody can't go. It's crazy because Snoop was telling me, like, because, you know, every time, like, you know, I win and shit, I'm always trying to take a lot of people with me. Now, there's some people that play their position that you got to take with you, right? Because, you know, that's how you do it. But some shit Snoop was like, hey, Nina, everybody can't go, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put yourself in position first. You know, a lot of, because I got that type of heart. I'm one of them niggas. I got that heart. I'm like, man, if I'm in there, everybody in there. And that's what a lot of gangsters in the streets have too. Cause you hear a lot of niggas saying, oh, when I get up, I'm bringing everybody with me. And that's not the real case. You can't take everybody with you. Some roads you got to take alone. No friends, no family, just you and God, homie. And you see it all the time. Some niggas even have this ideology. When you make it, we all make it. But everybody didn't even put in the work. No, you built all this shit up and then they just get a free ride to it. Everybody, nah, man, come on, man. Look at the people look how many people call your phone every day. Start looking at the people who check on you. You don't got to talk. This how you know some of the realest people in your life is the people that you don't talk to every day. You don't got to talk to them every day. As long as y'all tap in and shit, and you know, because you will feel the awkwardness. If you know, if you ain't talking to a person in 2 weeks, this one of your dogs or your family members, when y'all do talk, man, y'all kick the shit for a long time. And you don't really do that, because I really think at this age that a lot of y'all in, you should be by yourself. Because let me tell y'all something, and I'm going to get up out of here. They gonna miss you when they lose you. You know, hey, listen, see, what people don't tell y'all is the value of who you are and what you bring. Most people will never admit that shit, but they will miss you when they lose you. So make sure, man, that people know what they got in front of them. I'm gonna get up out of here. I got more content coming on the way. Hey, Double R, shout out to Compton Rick Rock, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Death Row, too. I see the Death Row attire, too, man. You know what I'm saying? Death Row is #1 over here, too, man. But listen, just remember, man, the roads that you take on your own, it's gonna be lonely. It's gonna be lonely. It's gonna be bored. You're gonna be feeling like you're not the person that you is. But sometimes you gotta adjust. You gotta adapt. You gotta be by yourself, man. And most people they look for all that attention and all that shit. But when you get those opportunities, those is because you took those roles by yourself, homie. And I'm gonna say this: Happy Friday. But if y'all new to the channel, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. One of the realest cats on YouTube. And I'm gonna see you on the next video. Let's get it. Let's go.
I know how to shoot, I know how to fight. I tell you once, don't tell you twice. I'm real discreet, the thief in the night. Yeah. If I call you.